Oh, sorry about that. I actually had my mic muted the whole time. Well, anyway, now I would like to just say, the last time we were at Las Vegas, it was the final race of our 2023 season, and the finish of that race was like an instant classic, I would say. And I totally forgot that I had my mic muted at the start of the stream, so I will go ahead and let you listen to a little bit of the audio of our broadcast.
Let them race it, boys.
Weasel turns into Tegan.
I think he's going to take out Spencer.
Are you serious?
I think he's going to take out Spencer.
Yeah, that's how crazy of a finish it was. But anyway, of course, let's focus on, the here and now. We are at Las Vegas. And I think they just went ahead and started the race. Actually kind of wrong. They did start, but there's a bit of a problem with the lobby as they are in a demolition derby right now. But while we have this time, let's go over a little bit of what to expect tonight. So it is Las Vegas. It's a mile and a half. So a lot of high speeds and a lot of spread. The guys are going to spread out quite a bit. But now that's how it is for a normal mile and a half. But since it's Las Vegas, and if you recall the midweek race here, it was a pretty wild one as the entire field was in like one big pack in that midweek race, and it was pretty wild. But will we see something similar tonight in the cup for the cup side of things? Only one way to find out. And let's go over the qualifying results. And our starting lineup tonight on the front row is Kevin Hall and Michael Fox. Row 2 is Bradley Domer Jr. and Cameron Morris. Row 3 is Joshua Harris and Kamal Wright. Row 4 is Tegan Jones and Ryan Parsons. Row 5 is Spencer Boyce and Jarrett Haw. Row 6 is Michael Whitman and David Wessel. Row 7 is Sal Zavala and James Iconelli. And row 8 is JC Torado and Matt Connors. And I will go ahead and join the lobby now. And for the race tonight, the pace speed will be 65. The stage will be 33 to 34. And of course, as we do with every race, you got to call out when you're pitting, as well as to stay on the apron until the backstretch when you pit under green. Also, do not go under the white line on the restarts. And I am seeing a little bit of a surge on my view here. And yeah, looks like the lobby is kind of broken here as well. Oh, the realities of trying to run a league race. But it is kind of good that we do have this a bit of an extended downtime because, again, I did have my mic muted for the first little bit of the stream, and I do apologize for that. I totally forgot that my mic was muted. But let's go ahead and look at the point standings here, as we now have a new points leader for the first time this season, and it is Michael Whitman with a 13-point lead over Tegan Jones with 789 and 776 points, respectively. And as we go over to the playoff standings, with Bradley Domer Jr.'s second sweep of the doubleheader races last week, giving him his fourth and fifth wins of the 2024 season, he has now taken over the second seed in the playoff standings. Of course, Tegan Jones, with 6 wins, still holds that number 1 spot, but all of a sudden, Bradley Domer Jr. is breathing down his neck. So, yeah, it should be interesting here before we get to the end of the season. I believe we're almost at the final stretch of the regular season, and I will go ahead and join the lobby now. Hopefully, it will work this time. But yes, in terms of who I'm going to keep my eye on, I'm definitely going to be keeping a watchful eye of our 3, I would say, like biggest players in that wild finish in the season finale race here. Michael Whitman, who won the race and the 2023 championship. Tegan Jones, who, of course, is fast everywhere we go, but he was on fresher tires, running Mike down until he got taken out, accidentally, of course, by then Hendrick driver, now Stuart Haas driver, and our other guy that we'll be keeping an eye on, and that is David Wessel, who, after the race, he said it was a blown tire that caused him to turn up the track and into Tegan Jones, and yeah, the lobby is broken once again. And Parsons got sent flying back in turns 1 and 2 there. And from the looks of it, Michael Whitman is going to be hosting the lobby, and even though he is streaming, maybe we'll get some better results. We got the 8 of JC Toronto and the 7 of Spencer Boyce just flat outing it down pit road. And
I hate the way that you speak.
well, that was a little too loud. I forgot my speaker was turned up all the way. But yeah, they are getting the lobby set up. Well, and it looks like everyone is in. So now we just gotta wait for that timer to tick down, and hopefully I'll be able to join in. And hopefully we'll be able to actually get the race in. Yep, the timer has ticked down to 0, so I will go ahead and join in. We have entered the track now. And it looks good so far, not really any surging. Yeah, and it looks good so far, so we should be able to get the race going. We have Kevin Hall, the pole sitter, and Michael Fox on the outside of him, completing the front row. And Bradley Domer Jr. qualifying in third. This is like kind of unfamiliar territory for him, as he's qualified on the front row for pretty much every race this season. So will we have a pretty crazy finish like we did here in October of 2023 to decide the championship? Well, only one way to find out. Get ready to go green this time. It's time to roll the dice. Viva Las Vegas! Now go get 'em, boys!
Under control with controller. It's like this slide is twitching my finger, and I'm like going either 5 miles an hour under or 5 miles an hour over.
Oh my.
I'm sorry. Did I get you?
Ooh,
Barely clear, barely. Oh. I tried this out here. Come on, we're 3 wide. No, I'll see you. Sorry. Kind of got stuck in the more dirty air, and that was it for my car. I thought so. I thought so.
You good there, Michael?
Yeah.
All right, we're 3 wide.
Oh,
We're 3
3
wide.
wide, okay.
Yep.
Are we still 3 wide?
Y'all think this
We're
is
still 3
Kansas
wide.
or some shit?
Woo!
I know I did not get that last lap.
We go 4 wide out here now.
This race is cracked. Oh my god.
So far it is.
I almost died there in the bottom.
I saw that.
I almost died in the middle.
Negra?
Sorry, Sally, I have to hit him.
I gotta stop looking back at the TV. I'm in a fucking wreck.
Oh, boy. There's the Jimmy Johnson font.
Well, there's the weekly Jimmy Johnson race. We did it last. Oh yeah, that was Dover because that was his best track.
He actually wreck or spin?
He wrecked.
Well, Kevin Hall took the lead on the first lap, but then pretty much at the end of lap 2, they've already started getting kind of racy as we saw a 3 wide battle for the lead. And Bradley took it just for that little bit. Then Michael Fox had it for a bit, but now they're battling 3 wide for the lead again. Yeah, it's the 3 wide, 48, 10, and the 42. Side-by-side contact between Bradley and Kamal. And even though it is early, we're already starting to see shades of the midweek race with everybody all bunched up together for the entire time. But since we have more cars here tonight than we did in the midweek race, we're starting to see little packs form between the field. We have like a pack of 7. Originally like a pack of 5 and then a pack of 8. Or a pack of 3, I should say. But now those 2 backpacks are coming together into one. And now that pack is coming together to the lead pack, and now everybody's starting to get bunched together. And it's still a side-by-side battle between Kamal Wright and Bradley Domer Jr. Well, Michael Fox is looking like he wants another piece of this. As is the Ford Tegan Jones, sitting pretty in that 4th spot. We're riding on board here with Michael Whitman, who I believe is running in 8th, as Cameron Morris hits the wall. Made a little bit of contact with Kevin Hall in the 37. Yeah, riding along with Michael Whitman, who I believe is now running in 7th because of that little exchange. Running the exact same Mountain Dew Zero scheme that he ran here in the championship race last season, hoping it'll give him some more good luck in the same way that the fall race last season did. He's side by side with the 41 of Wessel, his teammate last season, and now running for Stuart Haas. As he makes the move, I believe it will be for 6th place now, or 7th. My apologies. And now they're double file from 3rd on back. A contact between Hall and Parsons. And Ryan Parsons has to get on the apron. Yeah, already getting very racy here in the early stages that hit Las Vegas as another car ducks down low. And it's the 88 of Jared Haw. Yeah, even more contact. They're really driving aggressively right now. And Spencer Boyce with a great run on the high side, trying to get around Joshua Harris. There's Kevin Hall, who started on pole but has since fallen back to 5th place. He's already made contact with Cameron Morris and Ryan Parsons. I don't know if that contact is going to come back to bite him. Now it looks like things here are starting to spread out just a bit. Some single file, some double file. We got a battle for 3rd between Tegan Jones and Michael Fox. A little bit of contact there. They're side by side still. Even more contact. Jones forcing Fox off the track. And Tegan takes 3rd. And meanwhile, Bradley Domer Jr. has taken the lead away from Kamal Wright. And he has said repeatedly over the last few years, he has won on every type of track that we've run on in the league. And the only thing that he's missing is a win at a 1.5 miles. But as of right now, he's sitting pretty. And maybe today will be his day. But of course, crazier things have happened to Bradley in search of that 1.5 mile win. The most recent example of which was his battle with his teammate Michael Whitman at Atlanta. And it was a pretty epic battle between those two. And ever since then, he has been on an absolute tear. Winning at Watkins Glen and 2 doubleheaders as we have our first car on pit road. Actually, first 2 cars on pit road. The 37 of Kevin Hall and the 43 of Matt Connors. We are about 15 or 16 laps away from the end of the stage. So I think these guys might be coming down to top off. As we got another battle for the lead between the 48 and the 10, and Tegan Jones wants a piece of this battle. He's trying to make his move up the middle. And it was almost 3 wide for the lead once again. But I think Tegan Jones thought better of it. And he just decided to help his teammate instead as Kamal Wright takes the lead. Oh, contact between the 42 and the 48. Bradley gets sideways. Oh, but he saves it though. Oh! Huge hit between the 48 and the 2. And that will bring out the caution. The caution is out. This will be the race back. Kamal Wright trying to hang on to that lead. But his teammate Tegan Jones is charging. But Kamal will hang on. A very hard lick for Bradley and Morris. Yeah, it was Bradley that drifted up the track in turn 4. He made contact with the 42 of Michael Fox, then came down and got Michael Whitman. He tried to save it, overcorrected it, but just came back onto the track, and Cameron Morris was an innocent bystander. And Kevin Hall is the first car lap down, so he will come back around and get his lap back. Pit road is open, and everybody is coming in. And Matt Connors will take the wave around. And of course, as I always say, since everyone is on pit road, we will check to see who has the first pit stall, so that way we can see who wins the race off of pit road. And it looks like it will be Michael Whitman with the first pit stall. Actually, no, it's James Iconelli with the first stall. That's odd, because I'm not really seeing all of his pit sign or his pit box. And it is Kamal Wright that wins the race off. Tegan second, Michael Fox third. And I believe it was David Wessel that got fourth there. Yep, it is Wessel in fourth. So they're already getting very aggressive and very racy in this early stage of the race. And it looks like we are going to go green this time. It looks like they're slowing down here, so that way they can let one of the cars catch up. So I think we may have to take another lap here. And it is the 37 of Kevin Hall, who I believe came down the pit road to top off. Or make his, or make another stop. I think we may have to go another lap here to let Kevin Hall catch up. And yep, they are going to take another lap. These guys are already racing like it's the last lap, and we still have about another 110, 111 laps to go. And everybody is now back together. And yes, we are going to go green this time. And so it's Stuart Haas in 3 of the top 4 spots. Kamal Wright leading, Tegan Jones second, and David Wessel in fourth. That gets 3 Fords and 3 Chevys in the top 6. As they come off of turn 4. Coming down here for the restart. The green is out and we are back underway at Vegas. And Kamal Wright with a great restart. And he can attribute that to the 42 giving him a shove. So already making contact. The 7 and the 12. Oh, these guys have got to keep it together here. Oh, Kamal Wright drifts up the track. Tegan Jones is going to make the move on the inside. Using the apron to go down and take the lead away. Oh, but they're still side by side entering one. Oh, but Kamal, he gets the better run off the corner on that high side. Contact between the 42 and the 9. And they are still side by side for the lead. And it was Jones that led that lap. But he hasn't cleared Kamal yet. As we now have 8 laps to go in the stage. And now Tegan Jones has cleared Kamal. But now we got a battle for third between Michael Whitman and David Wessel. And Michael Whitman trying to get his nose underneath the 41. But Wessel still makes it a 1-2-3 for Stuart Haas. But Whitman's going to try again. Yeah, he thought about it. And Bradley Domer Jr., who was involved in that very vicious wreck with Cameron Morris, he's worked his way back up into 6th. Yeah, now we got those separate packs starting to form as Michael Whitman now gets underneath David Wessel for third. But Wessel still holds on, and now he's under attack from the 12 of Joshua Harris. Oh, he jumps off the track a little bit. Harris almost gets into the wall, but he is going to lose a bit of that momentum as Bradley and Fox get around him. And as I was saying, we're starting to see those packs start to separate. We got a pack of 7, a pack of 5, and a pack of 4. We have 5 laps to go in the stage, coming to 4 to go. And Tegan Jones now has full control of the lead. And all the while, the battles are from third on back. As Michael Whitman gets around David Wessel for third now. How about the 10 of Kamal Wright? Still right on Tegan Jones's back bumper, or at least close to it. 3 laps to go in the stage. Jones still leading. But Wright is hot on his trail. Or tail, I should say. Yeah, 2 laps to go now. It's still the 4 and the 10. Oh, but Kamal's got to run on the high side of 2. Trying to make the high lane work. He's got his nose up there. Over there side by side for the lead now as they come to the last lap of the stage. But Tegan clears them. Come all right, trying to make one more move. He's trying to take the low line this time. Oh, but he's going to try that high line again. Not going to work this time. As they come off of 4, Tegan Jones will win the stage. And it was a side-by-side battle between Bradley and Wessel for third, but I think Bradley might have gotten it. Or fourth, my apologies. So the unofficial results for the stage. Tegan Jones first. Kamal Wright second. Michael Whitman third. Bradley Domer Jr. fourth. David Wessel fifth. Joshua Harris sixth. Michael Fox seventh. Ryan Parsons eighth. JC Tirado ninth. And James Iconelli 10th. So James Iconelli in the 24 making some moves further on back. This pit road is open and everybody's coming in. Since James Iconelli does have that first pit stall, we will follow his camera angle. It's very odd not seeing like a pit road banner or a pit box in James Iconelli's stall. And it looks like Tegan Jones will win the race off of pit road, and it was a very tight battle for second, but it looked like Kamal Wright got it. Of course, Tegan Jones choosing the high lane for the restart. Since everyone's here, we'll be going green this time. So it's Tegan Jones out front. Kamal Wright second. Bradley Domer Jr. third, Joshua Harris fourth, and Michael Whitman fifth. And as we start the final stage, it's time to crank it up in the Sin City.
Oh, I didn't time it. Sorry, guys.
Oh. Oh, shit. That was weird.
Yeah.
Might kill her. Jeez.
I got that apron. I got the apron. I wasn't even trying.
Oh, Matt.
That was my fault.
I made a last second move. I didn't know you were going to cut down low like that. Yeah, go for it there, Spencer. Yep.
Sorry there, Sally.
With 3 wide.
Laying off. Oh. Oh, God.
Damn.
Anybody had those moments where the car just bombs out on cold tires or something?
Yes.
That's what happened
Always.
JC.
Kansas turned into a wreck fest.
How the hell did I run that by myself?
I'm there, Mike Miller.
Oh, another race where I run ninth. Oh.
I about got that wall.
You would have gotten it if you would have chopped my fucking nose.
Sorry, Eddie. I'm trying to get the
But
4-3
I'm gonna
room.
kill you.
Oh, that bought back to you.
So we saw the restart come all right, did not get going. So he dropped back to third in line. And before the end of that last lap, we saw Tegan Jones sort of kiss the wall. He lost all momentum, and that allowed Joshua Harris to make a move. But Tegan Jones, being Tegan Jones, he took that lead right back. And so he is still out front here at Las Vegas as we got a side-by-side battle between Harris and Bradley. And 3 wide behind them with Wessel, Whitman, and Wright. And now it's gone back to a side-by-side battle between those two. Now we're starting to see those little packs form once again. We got a front pack of about 5 or 6. Another little scraggly pack of like 3 or 4. A single file line of about 5 cars back there. And then there's Tegan Jones. Well, there may have been a little bit of contact back there. But it happened so fast I didn't get to see what it was. But it looks like 2 of the Hendrick cars are starting to run Tegan down. The 48 and the 9. But either way, the 4 of Tegan Jones came to play today. Looks like everybody's starting to calm down now as we have a battle brewing for I believe 6th place between David Wessel and Kevin Hall, but Wessel takes a spot. Oh, but he drifts up the track, and that's going to allow Hall to dive down to the inside. Oh, but Wessel stays clear. Oh, but Hall's going to try again. Oh, but Wessel still holds on to that spot. And now they all drift up the track. And they're 3 wide. But now Fox is making a move on Hall. Yeah, they were 3 wide back there, and it was Spencer that backed out of it. Well, maybe he saw something. Oh, a little bit of checkup. A pretty big checkup between the 42 and the 7. Like, I was just about to say, Spencer thought better of it and backed out of that 3-wide situation. Not only to save his race car, but to save one of the many controllers that he's had to buy because of raging. And then I saw Michael Fox get a huge checkup and Spencer just slamming right into the back of him. So if I were one of Spencer Boyce's controllers, I would be shitting bricks right now. Because at any moment, he will throw you against the wall or on the floor with such great force that it will put a hole in either of them. But of course, it's still pretty early. And he has plenty of time to get up there. And then I believe we got one car out of the race, and it is the 8 of JC Toronto. I believe it was a lag out. And it looks like we got a change for second, as Michael Whitman has passed Bradley Domer Jr. to take that second spot. And now it looks like the 9 and the 48 are going to try again to run down that 4 of Tegan Jones. And now, Tegan Jones didn't really qualify that well. It was he qualified in 7th, so a little bit ahead of mid-pack. But of course, since it is Tegan Jones, he has a fast enough car to work his way to the front within, I would say, maybe 3 or 4 laps and pretty much dominate the race from there on out. And it looks like that is exactly what we are seeing, which is definitely common for the 3-time Cup champion of Tegan Jones. And of course, the 4 is trying to go for 4 in 24. And I'm hearing in the race chat they are talking about carpal tunnel. And I feel like all of us, especially when we race here, have gotten carpal tunnel at one point or another. Especially if you're using a controller and you're holding on to that thing so tight that you either start to lose feeling in your hands or start to feel a little bit of pain in your hands. Because I mean, these guys get carpal tunnel because, they are that serious. And here's the 9 of Michael Whitman, who's now running in 2nd. And of course, Tegan Jones and Michael Whitman, the 2 guys who fought valiantly to win the championship last season. And of course, it was Whitman that got the win that night. And Tegan Jones was the one that got taken out by David Wessel because he blew a tire. And he turned up onto the track right in Tegan Jones's path. And it was within 5 laps to go, no caution period. And that's what cost him. But of course, we're not going to be racing at Las Vegas for the final race of this season. We'll be running the championship race at Homestead. It only seems fitting that we have the final race of the season at Homestead. Meanwhile, the second pack of cars, or I would say third pack of cars, has started to go single file and spread out. And David Wessel has broken free from that pack as he's running in 5th, as we got a battle for 2nd brewing. Yeah, we have a battle for 2nd between the 9, the 48, and the 10. Bradley had 2nd just for a little bit, but Whitman took it back. And Kamal Wright was like, hey, I want to join y'all. And he almost tried to get around both of them. But anyway, well, David Wessel has broken away from a pack, but it looks like his teammate, the 14 of Ryan Parsons, as well as Kevin Hall in that 37, have caught up to Wessel. And now we have a battle for 5th brewing. Well, Wessel holds on to it for right now. Oh, Tegan Jones gets into the wall just a little bit. I wouldn't say a little bit, it was actually kind of a lot. He lost a little bit of momentum, but it hasn't really affected his gap that much. As he still has a very good sized gap over 2nd place Michael Whitman. Of course, that gap went down just a little bit. But now now Tegan's gonna build up that lead again. Well, early on in the race, we kind of saw a little bit of the midweek race with everybody all bunched up together. But now as we've gone on, everybody's all spread out. And there's some packs here and there. But for the most part, everyone has just all spread out from each other as we got our first 2 takers on pit road for this cycle of green flag stops. Spencer Boyce and Cameron Morris. As I'm seeing a photo from the real NASCAR race at Kansas, which was posted an hour ago, they were 5 wide. And we got more cars coming on pit road. Kamal Wright, David Wessel, Kevin Hall, Joshua Harris, and Matt Connors are now coming in for their green flag stops. But now we got Tegan Jones coming in. We got Michael Whitman and Bradley Domer Jr. coming in. Ryan Parsons coming in. Jared Hall almost misses pit road. And James Iconelli's back there as well coming in. And this cycle of green flag stops has begun. As they're coming off of pit road now, Tegan Jones takes the win off of pit road, but the gap has now shrunk by a very considerable margin. And Michael Whitman has that preferred line on the apron, on the inside of the apron. But Bradley takes over 2nd. Yeah, that gap may have shrunk, but Tegan's gonna try to build it back up. Oh, the Hendrick guys are a lot closer now than they were earlier in the run. As now they're going to try to make a move on Tegan Jones. Oh, Bradley's right on that back bumper now. Getting some help from his teammate. A little bit of a squiggle for both of them. And it has now pretty much become a 3-car battle here for the lead. As they all go down onto that apron. And Tegan Jones has widened the gap just that little bit. Of course, Bradley's still in that draft. He's going to try to close up onto him once again. Bradley almost got a little too high coming off of turn 2. Michael Whitman still trying to give him a bump, but now he's going to make a move on Bradley for second. And he clears him. But will that move cost them in the long run? How about that 9 has closed up to that 40 to that 4 now. Almost at 48. And all three of them are nose to tail once again. And we did pass the halfway mark of the race. And the 9 and the 4 still nose to tail for the lead. Whitman tried to make a move on the high side. But Tegan hangs tough. Looked like Whitman might have gotten loose off the corner. Just a little bit. Well, they have really pulled away from fourth now. Whitman trying to make a move down low. He just doesn't have enough momentum to make it work. But Tegan Jones drifts up the track a little bit. But he still hangs on. But Whitman trying to make a move down low again. Just a little too far back. He's going to try that inside move again. Might have hit the apron a bit. That's going to put him up high. And now Tegan's starting to widen that gap again. It looked like Tegan Jones has set up his car to be better on the long runs. And that's exactly what we're seeing now. But Mike and Bradley, they're still hanging on. Meanwhile, we got a battle for fourth between Kevin Hall, David Wessel, and Michael Fox, with Ryan Parsons and Spencer Boyce joining in. Got a 5-way battle for fifth. Kevin Hall takes the 5th spot for now. But Michael Fox trying to make a move. So we got one Michael trying to make a move for the lead, and another Michael trying to make a move for 5th. Or 4th, I should say. So Kevin Hall now in full control of 4th place, with the top 3 in basically a whole nother zip code at this point. So the only thing that everyone from 4th on back needs to catch back up is a caution. Or if everyone can have better pit strategy, is now we got a battle for the lead. Side by side between Tegan Jones and Michael Whitman. But will he clear them? They are still side by side going into 3 and 4. Well, it looks like Michael Whitman's car is the better long run car at the moment. And they are still side by side. But now Michael Whitman clears them. But Tegan Jones isn't done yet. It almost gives him a bump coming off of 4. But now Jones trying to make a move down low. And the top 3 still nose to tail. So it's Michael Whitman, Tegan Jones, and Bradley Domer Jr., the top 3. Tegan Jones tried to make a move up high. And now he's trying to make the move down low. Yeah, but it's still Michael Whitman out front. But now Tegan Jones is in danger of losing second to Bradley Domer Jr. Oh, Tegan Jones gets into the wall. He smacked the wall. Or at least it looked like he smacked the wall just that bit. But now he's going to make a move for the lead. So Tegan Jones takes the lead back from Michael Whitman. So it looked like Tegan Jones hit the wall going into 1 that last lap. But it probably could just be like a little bit of a lag on my end or something. And if he did hit the wall, then he lost absolutely no momentum whatsoever. We ride along with Michael Fox in this battle for 4th. Kevin Hall still holds us to that position. And after that, we got a three-way battle for sixth between David Wessel, Ryan Parsons, and Spencer Boyce. Oh, and from the sound of the race chat, looks like green flag pit stops are starting once again as Kevin Hall and Michael Fox come to pit road. We have 58 laps to go in the race now. Now, when will the three leaders come into pit? Of course, they do usually stay out late as we got Sal Zabala on pit road now. Yeah, Michael Whitman is the first of the three leaders to come in. Oh, he gets sideways and he smacks the pit road wall coming in. David Wessel follows suit, but a huge mistake on pit entry for Michael Whitman. So not only does he have to make a stop, he also has to repair some damage. Has to repair the damage that he got from smacking the inside wall coming in. An 18.7, so almost a 19-second stop. So yeah, that's gonna cost him. Got Joshua Harris and Cameron Morris, the two Penske cars coming in. Or one of them's coming out. And now Bradley Domer Jr. is coming in. And when will Tegan Jones come in to make his stop? Right now, as I say that. So now Tegan Jones coming in for his stop. And Ryan Parsons also coming in. As is Jared Haw in the 88. Got Spencer Boyce and Matt Connors coming out of their stalls. And Tegan comes out. Well, looks like, yeah, he is still your leader. Hugging that inside wall on the apron to get as much speed as he can. Coming off of turn 2. And so, without a teammate, Bradley Domer Jr. is now going to have to rely on a fellow Chevy driver, Kevin Hall, in the 37. Actually, Michael Fox is your leader now. But that lead won't last long. As Tegan Jones with the fresher tires. Like he should make quick work out of the 42. Michael Fox got tight a little bit. But Tegan is able to make quick work. Looks like I'm hearing a little bit of a chatter between the 4 and the 42. Let's take a listen.
I'll absolutely end you.
Oh, he's pushing him high. Do you have a rearview mirror? Do you know you have one available for usage?
Yeah, I have a rearview mirror.
Somebody's coming up on you with like 6 lap pressure tires, and you're fucking all over the place going where I'm going. Kind of looks like you're walking.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Oh my lord.
Wish I heard that C word.
So obviously a little bit of a disagreement between the 4 and the 42. And now that I think about it, I wonder if Michael Fox has a rear view mirror. Well, there's no cockpit camera in this mode. Neither can I look around the car in this mode, so I can't confirm or deny that Fox has a rear view mirror in his car. But now Bradley Domer Jr. is trying to take care of business and get around Michael Fox for second. But Fox will just let him go by. And so Michael Whitman, who had a really fast car and was hanging out in the top 3, even leading the race at one point, but a mistake entering pit road is going to cost him a few spots as he's now running in 5th. And we got a battle for 6th between Ryan Parsons and Spencer Boyce. And that's really one of the only battles on track right now, as I believe Michael Fox is caught up to Bradley for second. We also have this battle between Kamal Wright and Sal Zabala. All the while, Tegan Jones doing Tegan Jones things. And he just pulls away from the rest of the field. As we now have, as we're coming to 33 laps to go. Yep, 33 laps to go here at Las Vegas. Of course, Tegan Jones started 7th, so roughly mid-pack. But of course, Tegan always has a car that is super fast in the race. Of course, he has 6 wins so far this season. He's trying to get his 7th here tonight. And he's 31 and a half laps away from doing that. Of course, there is still plenty of time. But everyone is definitely running out of it. And of course, Tegan eventually is going to come up to some lap traffic here, and that is the 12 of Joshua Harris. He's still pretty good ways off. And I believe these guys do still have to make one more pit stop before this thing's all said and done. We have 30 laps to go now. I would say pretty much from the midway point of the first stage. So pretty early in the race. Once Tegan Jones got that lead, he's never really let it go. He has had some challenges, but overall he was able to meet them and hang on to that front spot. As the battle for second continues between Bradley Domer Jr. and Michael Fox. But Bradley gets up high, and that's going to allow Michael Fox to get his nose in there, but he was too far back. And it looks like we got a battle for fourth between Michael Whitman and Kevin Hall. And Kevin Hall drops back to fifth, so Michael Whitman up to fourth. So Michael Whitman fourth, Kevin Hall fifth, Ryan Parsons sixth, and Spencer Boyson seventh. Spencer Boyce, 7th in the 7. And it looks like Tegan has started to catch up to the lap car of Joshua Harris. He, of course, is still on the lead lap. But he probably won't be for long. Michael Whitman goes around. And it looks like Kevin Hall's involved, so the caution's going to come out. Yeah, the caution is out. That is something that Tegan Jones did not want to see. And that is another caution. And from the looks of it, yeah, Michael Whitman just got loose. He clipped into Kevin Hall. He hit the wall and just spun around. And at the same time, Kevin Hall got sideways and hit the inside wall. So this is going to set up a pretty interesting finish here as pit road is open and everyone's coming in. And for Michael Whitman, it seems like things are just going from bad to worse for him. And he might just end up losing the points lead after tonight. And it's Tegan Jones that wins the race off. And Bradley just barely edges out Ryan Parsons for second. And Tegan Jones once again chooses the high side for the restart. So, looks like we have a pretty big shakeup with that caution coming out. And this will set up a pretty crazy finish, hopefully, to this race. As they're coming off of turn 4, they're going to take the green flag with 23 laps to go. The green flag is out once again, and we're back underway at Vegas. And Tegan Jones with a great start. And Bradley hanging on to second. But Spencer Boyce trying to make the move on the high side for second. He almost clears Bradley coming off of 4. But Bradley's going to get some help from Ryan Parsons on the inside. Then they are still side by side for second. Between the 48 and the 7. Well, there was almost some contact made between those two. There was almost contact again. But it looks like Bradley will hang on to second. As we now have 20 laps to go. Then we have Matt Connors and James Iaconelli, who have been running in the back for pretty much the whole race. Now they're running in the top 5. So great runs for them in this latter stage of the race. And Bradley right on that back bumper of Tegan Jones. He doesn't have his teammate of Michael Whitman to help him. But he does have a fellow Chevy driver in Spencer Boyce in tow. And now we have another top 3 breaking away from the rest of the pack. Oh, but here comes Spencer Boyce, making a move up high. And Tegan Jones still holding on to that lead. Yeah, but Bradley is a lot closer now than he was earlier in the last run. Then we have Kamal Wright, who's now leading this pack of cars from 4th on back. Connors and Parsons are side by side for 5th. So now Parsons has moved up to 5th place. Almost 3 wide. Oh, but look at Michael Whitman diving down onto that bottom. They're 3 wide. For I believe 7. Contact. Oh, we got 2 cars around. Looks like Sal Zavala and Jared Haas, so the caution comes out again. Yeah, it was Matt Connors that got into the wall. It started a chain reaction. And it was Sal Zavala and Jared Haw that were just the innocent bystanders. Okay, so now this will set up a pretty wild finish. We are getting to the end of it here. The pit road is open. And it looks like everyone's coming in. Yep, everyone is in. And of course, we saw Jarrett Haw come down the pit road, like right when the caution came out. So he pitted when pits were closed. So he'll have to start at the tail end of the longest line. And since everyone's on the lead lap, he'll just simply start at the tail end of the field. And we shall see who wins the race off. And it's Bradley Domer Jr. that wins the race off of pit road. And it looked like they were 3 wide, or double file for second, and it's Spencer Boyce that takes second. And yep, give Spencer Boyce second place. Yeah, so a really fast stop from Bradley Domer Jr. and his pit crew to get him out into the lead. As they're going to take the green flag with 12 laps to go. Bradley Domer Jr. still looking for his first CFRL win on 1.5 miles. Green flag is out and we are back underway at Vegas. 12 laps to go. Well, either Bradley got a great restart or Spencer just didn't get going. And so Bradley Domer Jr. out front. But he has that 4 of Tegan Jones wanting to take that lead back. He is right on that back bumper. It looked like Spencer might have hit the wall between the front stretch and turn 1. And now we got a side-by-side battle for the lead. Tegan Jones trying to take the lead back. But Bradley's not going to want to give it up. As they now come to 10 laps to go. And it was Tegan Jones that led that lap. And now Tegan clears Bradley. Well, something happened with Michael Fox back there. That's a one-car incident, so we do stay green. Nine to go now. And it looks like Tegan Jones is pulling away once again. Eight to go now. So Tegan Jones is pulling away, and meanwhile we got a battle for fifth between Michael Whitman and Spencer Boyce. And Whitman tried to make the move on the low line of turn 1 and 2. But Spencer just got the better run off. 7 laps to go. But Michael Whitman's going to try to do that same move again. I believe it was Wessel that got into the wall. That caused a little bit of a stack up. But now Spencer Boyce is trying to make a move on Kamal Wright for fourth. As we have 6 laps to go now. And now Tegan has really pulled away from second place. Bradley Domer Jr. And they're still side by side for fifth, and now they're almost 3 wide for fifth. 5 laps to go. No more cautions. So whatever happens, happens. As the battle for fifth is starting to heat up. Spencer Boyce trying to hold on to that final top 5 spot. Michael Whitman doored him into the wall down the back straightaway. He's trying to take that top 5 spot away. And they're 3 wide for fifth between those two and Matt Connors in the 43. 4 laps to go. Oh, Connors made contact with Michael Whitman. That's going to force him up. Now he makes contact with Kevin Hall. Oh, they were almost 4 wide down the back straightaway. As they're coming to 3 laps to go now. And Spencer Boyce made a valiant effort to hang on to 5th place. And now everyone from 6 on back is just fighting for grabs. Or fighting for the scraps. Two laps to go. Tegan Jones started mid-pack. But ever since, before the end of the first stage, when he took that lead away from his teammate Kamal Wright, it's been all him. Coming off of 4. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go here in Vegas. Another dominant performance from the 3-time champ. And he will avenge his loss in the championship race here tonight. As he comes off of turn 4, he's going to get lucky number 7 in Sin City. Tegan Jones wins at Vegas. Another dominating performance from Tegan Jones. And he kind of gets revenge for the loss in the championship race last season. And I am all but certain that he will retake the points lead. And it's Bradley with the fastest lap with a 30.6. And now let's go ahead and get your race winner, Tegan Jones, in here. And since he ran a paint scheme from one of the Heat Pro League guys, I will be using that. And I once again forgot to start a party before I got the stream started. And we shall wait to hear from our race winner, Tegan Jones. Another dominant performance. And there he is, your race winner, Tegan Jones. Another dominant performance for you tonight. And it gives you your lucky number 7 win of the 2024 season. Like, how did your car feel after taking the lead early on in the race and pretty much not looking back from there?
I mean, the car feels good. I'm tighter compared to other people here for some reason, and with this low draft, everybody's kind of figured it out, and it seems to be very potent though at Vegas. Low draft, you can get 2 or 3 cars together, preferably 3, and they can kind of track the leader down, and even with 2 cars, the low draft is still kind of there more than it is anywhere else. So those late cautions that come out, I was raging. I was having a Spencer moment, and yeah, I told everybody if I anything short of a win in this race for me, I was going to start mowing people down from here on out, because it's just it was going to come down to me and Bradley before during the long run, and then we had that caution. Then it was going to come down to me and Bradley and Spencer, and then we had another caution. And I was just able to make a slight air pressure adjustment and get a good restart past Bradley on the first lap when I wasn't trying. I was trying to kind of push him away from everybody while they were leading or racing each other, and I was just able to he kind of let me go so that we wouldn't bring everybody back to us, and I was kind of able to stretch it out and run pretty good lap times till the end there. So like I said, my car always seems like I always am good here. I'm always plowing for some reason. This track used to get loose, and I feel like that's kind of worked its way out now for me anyway. So something I'm probably gonna have to work on if we come back here next year.
Yeah, and you talked about preferably 3 cars utilizing that low draft, and we saw a couple times with the top 3 cars breaking away from the rest of the pack. Now, of course, one of your big threats was Michael Whitman, and how did you react when he made that mistake coming onto pit road for one of his stops?
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I liked hearing it because he kind of short pitted this there, and it seems to be Maximo. short pitting, everybody else in front of him, or even while he's a leader. So when he done that, that kind of, because when he pitted, I was like, okay, now I'm gonna have to adjust my strategy here, because do I want to stretch it all the way out to the end, or do I want to have to pit with him? And when I heard that he spun it out, that kind of cemented my decision to run it all the rest of the way out. So um, then I wasn't going to have to worry too much about him having the fresher tires and getting the lead on me, and then I have to mow him back down if I even could. Usually your faster cars, the tires kind of even out a little bit quicker compared to other cars. So when he had his issue, that definitely kind of helped.
And how big is tonight's win? Sort of like avenging your loss in the championship race here last season.
I mean, to be honest, that really didn't enter my mind. New Hampshire did, and that definitely entered my mind from last week. So, yeah, I was planning on kind of racing hard anyway. So just for that reason, but yeah, the Vegas race from last year didn't enter my mind till you mentioned it. So, but it is kind of a nice little, uh, I guess a little bit of redemption. Because I felt like I was off there last year. I kind of went with a wrong slider and didn't adjust till the end of the race. So I kind of went back to the OG setup from like 2021. So I've literally practiced every day this week trying different shit, trying to figure out settings and setup. So it feels nice to I don't think I was lightning fast. I think Mike was there with me. Bradley seems to come on the long run, so still going to have to figure out something, or maybe I'm just going to be stuck where I'm at because everybody else is caught up. So,
Well, it was another dominant win for you, and it pretty much let you retake the points lead after tonight's. But congratulations on another dominant win, and we'll see you next week at Dover.
thanks for broadcasting. I hope the first couple laps was a good show.
Yeah, well, it pretty much was, I would say.
Yeah, I may stay in here with you during Bradley's interview, because I noticed last week that he he can't be heard still. So I may actually kind of put him on the speakerphone through mine.
Well, that sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, we'll just hear you twice, I think. So.
Of course, just go ahead and let me know when he answers the phone, so I can go ahead and interview him.
Oh, you go ahead and bring him in here. I'm
Okay.
gonna do it to the party on my phone.
Okay. All right. Of course, I gotta search for him here.
That didn't sound good. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Oh yeah, I definitely heard that echo.
Yeah, it's the mic feedback, so it's not gonna work. We'll just have to.
We'll just have to do it as is. I'll still go ahead and bring him in here. And there he is, your runner-up finisher, Bradley Domer Jr. After sweeping the doubleheaders last week, you come to Las Vegas and get a solid second place finish. Take us through the race, especially the latter half of it.
Well, I wasn't expecting to run this well at Vegas compared to the championship last year. I was expecting to run like 6th or 7th or even worse. But it came out, ran top 3 majority of the race. Even after getting wrecked early, I drove it back up to, I think, 4th in the stage, and then ran top 3 the rest of the race. Knew I didn't have anything for a short run on Tegan. Really didn't have anything for him at all. Just another second place finish at a mile and a half. That mile and a half victory still eludes me, but I'll eventually get one, hopefully.
Yeah, and you were working very well with your teammate Michael Whitman until he had his little slip up coming into pit road. How did it feel knowing that you lost your teammate in terms of helping you catch up to Tegan?
I don't know if that was a factor of why I've lost Tegan that much. I didn't have really a solid pit entry, and then my pit stop was almost like a 16-second pit stop on that one. I don't know what his was or how good his entry was, but I was staying pretty even with him, I felt, until I made a few mistakes, and then that yellow came out, and then I thought it was going to be a crap shoot after that, but was able to check out with him and Spencer. Then another yellow came out, and then nothing. I was able to check out again with Tegan, but he just had the better short run car. I should have made a little bit more of an adjustment than what I did for the short run, but I'll take a second. Hopefully I get that mile and a half victory. That's the only style track I need to win on, is a mile and a half.
And of course, next week is not a mile and a half. It is the 1 mile concrete oval at Dover. But what's your strategy going into that?
Well, I should have won both races last year. Did win the first one. Second one, I ended up losing due to two drivers saving fuel. Ended up finishing, I believe, third that race after dominating it. I feel like I dominated both races there last year and won the first one. Second one came up short due to fuel mileage, but I feel like I got a really good shot there. Hopefully, get out there and get win number 6 on the year.
Well, hopefully we'll see that. So, congratulations on a second place finish, and we'll see you next week at Dover.
Alrighty.
And now,
I'm gonna hop out now. So.
All right.
I will talk to you later.
All right, I'll see you. But now let's go ahead and get third place. David Wessel in here. And there he is, your third place finisher, David Wessel. I would say you had a pretty solid day as you ran in the top 5 for pretty much a majority of the race. Did you think that you could have had something for your teammate Tegan Jones?
Oh, absolutely not. I got pretty lucky with track position that I was able to kind of run in, around 6th to 5th or 7th, for most of the race. Sped on the stop before the caution there, and that really put me back in like 14th or something like that. So I got really lucky break with that caution. Was able to work my way through the field and get up to third after like a couple cautions. So definitely did not have a top 3 car, but I will take a top 3 finish.
So yeah, it was a pretty wild run for you going from the back to the front. Like, how were you able to cut through the field without the aid of those cautions helping you?
It was tough. It felt like after the first caution, it felt like I didn't really move that much. I think I went from like 12th to like maybe 9th or 8th or something like that. I didn't really get to move much. It was just roadblock after roadblock. I mean, we were 2 by 2 by 2. Spencer sending people 3 wide randomly, and I don't know. I was just able to kind of finally get the top working where I could was kind of get up there and just kind of get around people.
Yeah, next week we head to the Monster Mile at Dover. So it's a pretty unique track, a 1 mile concrete oval. Do you have any strategy or plans for that race?
No, I'm not great at Dover. I'm just hoping I can probably get another top 10 out of it.
Well, hopefully we'll see you get that top 10. But congratulations on a well-deserved, but also you felt like you didn't have a top 3 car. Third place finish here tonight at Vegas, and we'll see you next week at Dover.
Thank you.
Of course. And now we will go ahead and get third place finisher, or fourth place finisher, I should say, Kamal Wright. And I would say he also had a very solid day, as he was running in the top 5 for pretty much the entirety of the race. He was even leading a good bit of the race at one point, especially early on. And ultimately, he has to settle for fourth. And there he is, your fourth place finisher, Kamal Wright. Yeah, you had another very solid day, running in the top 5 for pretty much the entirety of the race, even leading at one point at the very start of it. Now, of course, did you think that you had a car that could hold off Tegan Jones?
I mean, I had a really fast car, but I don't know. I mean, I was keeping up with him, and then he'll pull away a little bit, and then in the middle of the run. But all in all, the car was pretty quick. I did get a speeding penalty midway in the race, so it was I don't know. I didn't really stay around him too long to study his weaknesses and stuff like that. So I'm just happy to get a top 5 and able to finish the race. Honestly, it's a win for me.
Yeah, you said you got a speeding penalty, but we had 2 cautions late in the race. How did those help you out, getting you a top 5?
Well, I knew that I had a car that can get through traffic. So when the first caution came out, I was like, okay, it's game on. I know what I need to do. Put on 4 freshies and loosen the car up. Go for it.
And then you were pretty much running in traffic for pretty much the entirety of that last run. How were you able to manage all of that?
Well, all I know is I just went down to the bottom, held it on the bottom, and hoping that people would slide up, hit the apron and stuff like that, and it worked in my favor. But I was also being patient. I was kind of lifting for guys because I didn't want to hit them and didn't want to make no one mad as I was driving through the field. So I think it was pretty clean getting through there. But I know some guys got together and stuff like that, and there was a lot of yelling and screaming throughout the race. I don't know if you guys heard it, but it was something.
Yeah, it definitely was something. I did hear a little bit of the chatter through my Bluetooth speaker there, as I did have the volume a little bit up. But next week is Dover. What's your plan there?
I mean, I've won there before, so I mean, hopefully we get the setup right, get the right slider, and be up there battling with Tegan, Mike, Bradley, and whoever's up there in the top 5. Honestly. But yeah, I'm just hoping that we get it all set up right for Dover, because Dover's a pretty difficult track and tend to get loose off of 4 a lot. So.
Yeah, not to mention a stable internet connection in your case. But congratulations on a very good 4th place finish, and we'll see you next week at Dover.
All right, thank you.
Of course. And now, we will go ahead and bring in your 5th place finisher. And this is a guy who pretty much for the entire season, at least for the entire time that I've been doing these broadcasts for you all, whether he's watching in the chat or messaging me on Discord saying, when are you going to interview me? When are you going to interview me? And of course, the rule states that if you finish in the top 5, then you will get a post-race interview. But I think the time has finally come for Spencer Boyce to get interviewed after the race by virtue of his 5th place finish. And I bet he will be super excited to get an interview in. And oh my God, there he is. Spencer Boyce. You've done it. You have finally got a top 5, and you get an interview from me.
Honestly, I feel like I wish I had one after Canadian Tire.
Well, blame their servers or my internet, but all right. So anyway. So a really good night for you. You've been pretty much like up and down throughout the entirety of the field for the entire race, pretty much. So like, how were you able to pull off that 5th place finish?
Just, I guess, by pit strategy, because I suckled out behind Ryan in like 7th place, and I was trying to stay behind him so I can catch up. So I can catch up to Mike and Caravan. Then I ended up getting loose and falling back. But then on the one, we had a caution on the restart. I was behind Bradley and Tegan, and we checked out. We had another caution. I'm like, oh, great. And then on the last restart, I just drove like hell and got 5th. And I hate to drive like a jerk, but I had to do it for 5th at Vegas. Because I spent most of the race in the top 15 before stage 1. So, which was kind of frustrating. But I'll take it.
But yeah, very good top 5 for you, and you pretty much had to battle your way through traffic the entire time, and even when you did get up to the front of the field, like, you had to hold like pretty much all these guys off. So did you channel your inner Ross Chastain to keep those guys behind you?
Not really. I mean, because they were racing side by side behind me, and I was just driving the track like normal, and I was drafting behind Bradley, and because I thought I was going to finish 3rd, and then I guess I got 5th somehow because they all checked up behind me. But I knew I didn't have anything for Tinga because he was getting pissed off and thought he lost this race. But thank goodness we got Dover next weekend.
Yeah, and speaking of which, we do go to Dover next weekend. Do you have like any idea of what you plan on doing for that race?
Hopefully getting the pole, lead some laps, or just ride around behind a few guys, because I know turn 2 can be treacherous when you're too wide with someone. You can slide up, bounce the wall, and you can slide into them. And when you're calling to go into pit road, can be treacherous too at that track. So it's gonna be hard. And plus we got Diga this week for midweek series in trucks, which I'm kind of excited about.
Yeah, well, Dover should be a really fun race next week, and yeah, congratulations on your 5th place finish. I'm sure your controllers will definitely appreciate that, and I'll see you next week at Dover.
Yep, thanks. Appreciate it.
Of course.
By the time I got an interview.
Well, finish in the top 5 more often, and you'll get interviewed more often.
I will. Good thing we got Dover and Charlotte next. So, anyways, peace out.
All right, peace out. And I bet that is the best birthday present that he has ever gotten. An interview from me. And yeah, that was a pretty fun one, I would say. My final thoughts on the race are this. Never count Tegan Jones out, because even though he may qualify in the middle of the pack, he will always find a way to run up front. And not only that, but dominate the whole race. And that's pretty much how he got his 7th win of the 2024 Cup Series season. And with that, I think I will call stream here. So don't forget to join us next week for Dover, which should be a very unique challenge for all these guys here. And of course, as Spencer just mentioned, we're going to be doing some midweek racing at The Place, Talladega, in the trucks. And yeah, that one should be a pretty wild one as well. So hopefully you'll join us for either of those, or hopefully both of them if you can. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you either on Wednesday for midweek or Sunday for Cup, or both, hopefully. And we'll see you then. Have a good night, everyone.